Devastation for the mother of a Gold Coast cheerleader. Charges dropped over her balcony fall death.
Shredded chicken identified as the source of a listeria outbreak in Queensland hospitals and interstate.
The bombshell investigation ordered by the Pope himself into an Australian church scandal.
Pre-Christmas sales come early. Slow spending forces retailers to slash prices.
And finals fever builds in the southeast ahead of the Broncos and Lions historic doubleheader.
Live from Brisbane, 7 News with Sharon Gadella and Max Futcher.
Good evening. Sunshine Coast residents are on high alert tonight after a fast-moving bushfire broke through containment lines. Tinder dry conditions are fueling the blaze at Beerwah.
It's one of multiple fires burning across the state right now, and we're warned the threat is only set to escalate as Queenslanders brace for a burst of extreme heat this week and heightened fire risks.
Towering flames reignited by winds. Overnight efforts to contain the Beerwah blaze thwarted. The fire breaking containment lines. Residents on alert for the second time in as many days.
They wanted to evacuate everyone to go over to Beerwah, over to the Oval. But I said I couldn't go because I wouldn't want to leave my animals.
We were thinking hard about what we need to do to minimise embers.
Today, warnings to prepare to leave. Water bombers dousing the impenetrable pine forest from above, supporting more than 180 firefighters below.
It's in a fuel type that's highly volatile, burns really hot, and it's also got the potential to spot in front of itself.
So I've been out the back and had a look, and sure enough, a lot of black smoke and fairly big fire by the look of it.
Right now, multiple aircraft are dropping thousands of litres of water on the fire that's just jumped Roy's Road here. It's a mammoth effort to get this fire under control as quickly as possible.
They've conducted small backburns where it's safe to do so, and then they're blackening out, so trying to get a really deep blackened edge on that fire.
Since the start of spring, there have been 4 emergency warnings at Tara and Coonar earlier this month. Yesterday, residents in part of Emerald and Beerwah were urged to leave, the highest warning. Residents between Steve Irwin Way, Mawson Road and the highway are now on a watch and act alert. Australia Zoo is safe for now, but is on the edge of the warning zone.
We'd ask the community to try and be as prepared as they can be.
As a dry year ignites a painfully early start to the summer fire season. Tomorrow, fire investigators will be here on the scene to determine exactly how this dangerous blaze began. There has been unconfirmed reports that hoons were seen in the area around the same time the fire started, with 2 separate areas of ignition. This evening has brought with it some humidity, putting moisture in the air and helping firefighters get ahead of this fast-running fire. Tonight, they'll continue to build containment lines and backburn before the heat picks up again tomorrow and into the week. Concerningly, the QFES online alert page was down with technical difficulties for most of the afternoon. Residents were forced to turn to social media to keep up to date with what was happening on the ground. Tonight and right now, that watch and act alert remains in place. It's a disturbing start to the season ahead.
Jacqueline Robertson there with that update. Well, let's bring in Tony Auden now. And Tony, concerns are growing with fire dangers set to spike later this week.
Yes, Sharon, it's a worry that we're seeing this level of fire threat at the moment when the current rating is actually just moderate across the southeast in green here. It will stay similar for the next couple of days before that bump in temperatures and stronger winds brings that next spike on Thursday. High dangers forecast on the coast, extreme levels in the far west of the state. Now, long term, not great news. No significant rain is forecast for most of Queensland for at least the next week, just the odd coastal shower. I'll be back soon with the forecast.
Thanks, Tony. The family of a Gold Coast